Good afternoon. Am I speaking with Mr. Flabby?
Dear Flabby, I've got a question for you.
Dear Flabby, I recently got into a relationship with a girl I've been talking to for a while. Why the fuck is Anthony so determined to not get ads?
That's a good question, caller. What?
Oh, God. Why do I have to explain this a million times? And why do people think it's just me? Do you want ads on our show?
Yes.
No, seriously. Do you want to sell big mattresses?
I don't want to sell mattresses.
Mhm.
I mean, I do because I think it'd be funny, but and we had that one deal that we fucked up and didn't do the ad reads, but yes, I want to make as much money as possible by doing the least amount of work. I just don't want anybody telling me what I can talk about.
Right. And once you have ads, that means that there is somebody for fucking whoever decides that they don't like us. They're allowed to call Big Mattress and say, you should not be sponsoring Who's Right Podcast. And then they're like, oh, Jesus, this person might not buy Big Mattress, so we have to stop sponsoring Who's Right Podcast. So it's just a big circle of people telling you what you're allowed to say. No, I'm not interested.
Now, here's where I disagree with you.
Mhm.
We have made the decision that we're not going to have any ads.
Right.
Okay. Now, we did that to stop people from give the ability to call in our sponsors and taking them away from us.
So, yes.
So we took them away from us so somebody else couldn't take them away from us.
So that was how I justified it to you. I hate advertising, and I hate the advertising industry, and I feel dirty thinking that I'm going to use my podcast where this is what I enjoy doing. This is fun. It's super fun for me. Now I'm going to say, speaking of that, how about those movement watches? I feel like a fucking dirtbag. I hate that feeling, and I hate thinking about doing that. Not interested at all. It ruins the whole thing. And people don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, but that's different. If you want to buy a flatus flute from Dr. Steve, that's totally different because I think that's funny.
Right. So it's not that we're against ads.
Mm-hmm.
We're against doing ads on things that we don't use.
and if you
A good like behind the scenes story, and I think we talked about it on the show, I don't remember, was we were going to do an ad read for it's one of them, you prick your finger, mail blood in, and they tell you how much testosterone or whatever the fuck it is.
Yep.
And right before we were getting ready to go live, you're like, hey, did you read the fine print on this thing? I'm like, no, I just know they're giving us money.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, no, the fine print of the test. If we send them the blood, they're telling you in the fine print that they're going to send that into the FBI for the FBI database.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, okay, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how much money it is. I don't want to try to trick our listeners into getting on a list. I want them to earn that shit.
Right. If you're going to be on a list, you need to at least do the cool shit to get on it. If somebody were to like buy a flatus flute, I think that's funny. And I think that they would get some value out of that, right? Some like, sure, it'd be helping the show, whatever. We're going to get a kickback, whatever. But like the real thing is that they enjoy it. If somebody were to buy a fucking mattress because we said buy Big Mattress, we get a nickel. They spend $1,000 on a mattress, and there's no connection. There's no like, yeah, you're helping the show by buying an overpriced mattress. That's retarded. The whole thing is stupid. But
all right, so that the podcast WATP, who are these podcasts?
Yeah.
He has a sponsorship with the coffee company. I can't think of the name of it.
I know. I think
Press House Coffee.
Okay. Yeah.
So I use his promo code.
Okay.
And got the sampler of coffee.
Yeah.
It was fucking good. Like I supported his show and I got good coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't we find a product like that we like and I can make money by people wanting to support the show?
Because you're missing the most basic thing, right? So you used his promo code and you supported his show. How much, I'm being being honest, how much money do you think he got by you using his promo code?
Probably $5.
You think he got that much?
Yeah.
From you, just straight from you using his promo code.
Yes.
Then that means that coffee that you bought was $5 overpriced. Why wouldn't you just give him $5?
Because I wanted coffee. I don't understand them.
But you could spend $5 and get the coffee is at least $5 overpriced because now they're giving $5 to him. It doesn't make the whole thing doesn't make any sense. Just buy your coffee and give Carl your $5. That's how it should be.
If I wouldn't have used his promo code, it would have been $5. It would have been the same price. The promo code was $5 off.
Yeah. You didn't have to buy that coffee. You could buy coffee that doesn't cost $5 more because
I wanted to try that coffee. Have you ever
even heard that coffee?
But the way that he described it, it made me want to try it.
I wonder why.
Have you ever had Press House coffee?
I have not.
Why don't you try it and use promo code WATP and save 15% off of your. See how easy that is?
If I were so inclined, I would just sign up for his Patreon or just PayPal him $5. That's what I don't get. If you like a show and you want to support the show, there are ways to support the show without buying something that you don't need or don't necessarily want.
But I think ideally you want people to sign up for your Patreon and then buy stuff also so you get more money from them. Like it's
a
name
scam.
of this.
That's a scam. That is us trying to shill somebody else's product. Why wouldn't we just come up with our own product then? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't even know any Mexicans that pick coffee, motherfucker.
I just threw a monkey wrench into my plan. I don't. That helped.